In this game, Higaki played black and Warren took white. This was a bit short game. After such a double approach, the correct move, like the strongest move locally, is here, this attachment. But the Josekis are a bit complicated. White might cut, which is one option, but a more common move is to Hane from the other side. Generally, I'm not sure about this Joseki choice by white on this board, because usually you choose this Joseki to get strength towards the right side, but now white cannot build a Moyo there. A common Joseki, the most common Joseki would be like this. Kothred. But actually, black can capture white stone in a ladder. This ladder should work, right? Yeah, this ladder works. So in such case, it's not really good for white. So maybe, maybe white should just invade in the corner. And then black might sacrifice the 3 stones. Maybe play here. And then here. Or like first cent exchange. Not sure about this result. Probably a more common way is to play this one. If white plays here, Hane connect is quite big. If white plays here, then probably we don't want to let white have everything, but we would rather play on the other side. If white cuts, it's all right. Then there are also other possibilities, of course. We can play Hane and many complicated Josekis. All right, but black wanted to avoid complications. Black attached. This is a simple Joseki, an old Joseki, but it's a bit better for white. White plays Hane, gets a big part of the corner, and then black needs to add a move. In the game, black added there, which is also possible, but it leaves a weakness. I think that it's better to... I would play here. Or, yeah, I think that I would play here. After this move, a Kosumi is left. Maybe black can fight, especially that black has also stones on the other side, but there is a weak point left. White answered, black answered, and now white tries to start a fight. Yeah, but I wouldn't go down. I wouldn't touch it for now, I think. There are other things more interesting to touch, like this one. Or, something like this. Like, I don't know, here. Yeah. Of course, also possible to build something on one's own. After that descent, maybe white hoped that black goes there, and then white goes out even with such a knight's move. Maybe it's possible to start with the knight's move, but then black pushes. However, after this move, black played from the top. It leaves weak points. And also white has an option to try to connect. It doesn't completely work, but it of course lets white create a nice base. In the game, white simply played to the other side. And then if I was white, I would probably play here and just live. But black got strong on the outside, so not sure if this was all good for white. Another possibility is to play like this. Maybe, like in that other Joseki, which we all know. And then when black captures, just ignore. Maybe this double Hane makes sense, doesn't it? Anyway, white is a bit low, all in all. So I think that I don't really like this move. I would play somehow differently. Well, of course, white had an option to play a pincer to not let black mark such a big moyo in the first place. Then white cuts, and white tries to play actively, but black answered also very actively. And then white can go out, but what is the point? So white tries to use other weaknesses in black's shape, like this, like that. Now maybe black could answer in an indirect way, but black might have not liked such a squeeze. Maybe black disliked this squeeze. So instead, black simply blocked. And white cuts anyway. No? No. But well, wait. If white cuts here, or if white plays... yes, I see. So if white cuts like this, then there would be no squeeze because now black has time to play from the other side. Yeah, and this we can manage. We can even sacrifice, but not sure that we die. So white cut on the other side, but black managed the group quite easily. Yeah. And well, black is already strong on the other side. So it doesn't look promising for white because white is still not alive on the side. And now white is raising the temperature on the outside. And the temperature will raise, and then white will still at one point need to go back to live on the side. And then black will get a big advantage in the center. So this is usually not recommended to start a fight when we still owe a move. So maybe better that we add a move now. All right, black will strengthen the shape somehow, maybe with this move, and then we will continue. But yeah, probably better to not start with this cut, just at the move. In the game, it went like this. Black goes out, then Hane, very sharp move, and then just no mercy, split white. So locally, white is already dead-ish. Maybe it's possible to live, but it would incur a big price on the outside. So is this group alive? Can white live now? Not really, right? Not really. So difficult position for white. Black goes for it. Doesn't pull back. Doesn't give white any chance. So now white's last hope is to somehow break black's shapes on the outside, but now white cannot pull out this stone because this move for black, this move is center for black. So first white tries to lean on the other stones of black and then use that move, but it still doesn't work. If white now goes here, then black captures. So instead white played this one, hoping that now black cannot Hane, but black simply played Atari, and white is captured, and that's how the game finished. So very short game, only 71 moves. And yeah, not much more to be said about it. The fight was not good for white. It was probably more reasonable to not start anything on the outside just to create a base, but then it looks quite small to build this low group, giving black such a big influence. Of course, it's still playable, it's a game, but maybe it's easier to play if we start if we start from here, I think. Somehow like this, for example. All right, that's it. Let me have a short break, and I am back in 3 minutes. Yeah, and then we will switch to Polish language. We still have one game from Group B.